Hey, Facebook friends and family, getting ready to close out this beautiful year, 2018. Finished this year pretty strong myself. I hope you did as well. And I hope also that you're got to spend some time with your family and got to enjoy some time there with some friends and catch up and reminisce a little bit, spend some time maybe doing things that you don't normally do throughout the course of the year, and getting ready to move forward into 2019. One item I will leave you with, there'll be three here. One is I'm not putting anything off till 2019 that could be done in 2018. That means I've been trying really hard to make phone calls to past clients, to current clients, to friends, to family, just telling them that I appreciate them, that they mean a lot to me, and in all honesty, those are real true remarks, just making calls of gratitude. Past clients that have referred business to me, and I haven't even had time to call everybody, and that's a good problem to have, but this is a great time to call and reach out to people, maybe past clients. If you're a real estate agent or a mortgage broker or a mortgage originator or a loan officer, you're an insurance agent, whatever you do, if you're a landscaper, call and just call your past deals that you've had. And even if it was 5 years ago, hey, how's it going? How's your home? How have you liked it there? Any of your neighbors, and just want to thank them, and maybe past real estate agents or mortgage brokers that you've worked with in the past, and just see how things are going, where they're working now. That would be a great way, and very relative at this time of year, and then hit it hard. Number two is going to be, send thank you cards out. It's a great opportunity to have coffee with people, to go to send out, starting a newsletter, create a document that shows all of the emails and names of everybody that you've met, and create a newsletter and have that start going out with relative information. That's always a good thing to do at this time of year. And then give yourself a goal. If you have 100 people that you are sending a newsletter out to, say I want to have 500 by the end of 2019, and mark that in your calendar so you're able to track that. So you're able to stay in front of people on their phones, and you might not always get people to respond to you, and that's great. I probably get, I would say, 10 to 15 newsletters a month. I respond to maybe one every 3 months, and I only unsubscribe to people I don't like their content or I don't relate with it. And because I'm always wanting to see what's going on out there, even though I may not have time to respond. So know that if I'm doing that, so are other people. So don't feel bad, or don't feel like it's not working. If they're not unsubscribing, you're winning. So keep winning. And then the third thing is a funny thing I heard, and I've talked about this in the past, is that you have cows in Buffalo, and so essentially the old saying is that this is a true story. In some property back in the Middle East, in the United States, there's cows and buffalo in this one property, and the rancher will notice that when the cows will run away from the clouds, trying to get away from the storm, and essentially, the cows will spend more time inside that storm because they're not able to outrun it. And then the buffalo, they run towards the storm, they run into the weather, and because of that, they're actually not in the weather very long. And if I may call myself an entrepreneur, I would like to say that that's a big part of doing business. I always know, no doubt in my mind, that I'm going to come across problems, and I'm going to have challenges, and I'm going to fail, maybe a few times a day, or maybe a dozen times in a day, but that's all a part of doing business, and you got to pick yourself up and keep moving forward. So the right mindset would be number three. So number one is be grateful for what you have, and send out some grateful phone calls. You still have maybe 4 or 5 hours today, and you have 8 to 10 hours, 12 hours tomorrow, maybe even on Saturday. Just spend some time calling your past clients and friends and family, and just be thankful for who they are and how they've influenced your life. That you don't know how much that can actually help somebody It's pretty remarkable how that could be a miracle in someone's life. Number two is create content that you can be consistent with sending out. Send out cards are great. You could do a newsletter, anything that's going to just keep you in front of your network and growing your network. That's why a newsletter is so good, because you're trying to grow your network, so you're always going places. That's number two. They say your network is your net worth. Well, you network up and your net worth goes up. So you want to make sure that you have something in your business where you're doing that. And even if any business can do that, there's not one that wouldn't be relative, really. And then number three, and finally, just get ready to be a buffalo. Get ready to move forward into 2019. Face the challenges and expect them, man. I always tell people, you're not working hard enough if you don't make a mistake. So making mistakes is a part of what we do, and that should be something that you're grateful for. You have the opportunity to make that mistake, right? You guys I'm glad that you're listening and you're watching this. Please share it, like it, comment. I would be honored to be able to have a conversation with you guys. You guys are absolutely awesome. I appreciate you. This year's been huge for the Lasitson Insurance Agency Incorporated. My family, Claire, Nolan, and Eli, and Sarah, have just been absolutely amazing and a blessing to me this year. And I can't even start to name off everybody on social media. I would literally, I'm driving and I'll start crying. I mean, you guys have been so amazing to me, just lifting me up and sharing stories and also referring business to me. I wrote almost 700 PNC policies this year, over $1 million of liability insurance. It blows my mind, and really do appreciate you guys. So have a wonderful evening. I hope this somehow motivates you or encourages you to try something different. That's all that it is. As long as you're doing something, you're doing work, and that's what's going to equate to a net worth, and bring you places where you had no idea you can be. Because the only thing different between us and the people that you're looking up to is that they've done it or are doing it. So now it's our turn.